My beloved child, tonight is not ordinary. Something shifted while you were sleeping. Somewhere in the silence of last night, a heart that had been locked for so long finally broke open. And what came out of it was your name. Do not skip this message. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. You have been wondering for so long. Why do they pull close, then disappear? Why do their eyes say one thing while their silence says another? Why does every moment with them feel unfinished? But last night changed everything. And no, this is not imagination. This is the moment before the truth finally reaches you. There was a battle inside them that nobody saw. A storm they kept hidden behind smiles, distractions, busy days, and cold replies. But yesterday night, they could not hide anymore. Not from themselves, not from the feeling, not from you. Listen carefully, because the signs began appearing before this night ever arrived. The sudden memories, the strange pull toward your energy, the moments when your name entered their mind without warning, the restless feeling they could not explain. That was not random. Something deeper was happening. And last night, it reached its peak. While the world slept, they sat alone with thoughts they had been running from for far too long. At first, they tried to distract themselves, but every distraction failed, because your presence kept returning, your voice, your kindness, your absence. The way you understood parts of them nobody else noticed. And then, something happened that shocked even them. For the first time, they stopped fighting the truth. Stay with me. Do not skip. Because what they admitted next changes everything. They finally whispered the words they were afraid to say. I miss them. Not casually, not lightly, deeply. The kind of missing that sits in the chest like unfinished music. The kind that keeps a person awake even when they are exhausted. And the moment they admitted that, more truth followed. Truth they buried for months, maybe even years. They realized nobody else made them feel what you do. Nobody else reached their soul the way you did. Nobody else stayed in their mind after conversations ended. And suddenly, they understood why moving on never worked. Because their heart never left you. My beloved child, you felt this coming, didn't you? That strange energy lately. That feeling something important was about to happen. You were not wrong. Because last night, their walls began collapsing. One by one. The pride, the fear, the hesitation, the excuses, all of it started breaking apart. And for the first time, they saw how much damage silence had created between you. That realization hit them hard, harder than they expected, because they finally understood that pretending not to care was exhausting them. And now they are standing at the edge of a decision that could change both of your lives. But wait, do not leave yet, because the next part is where everything becomes even more intense. Last night did not end with emotions alone. No, something even more powerful happened after the confession. They began replaying moments with you. Tiny moments, moments you probably forgot. But to them, those moments became unforgettable. The way you listened, the way you encouraged them, the way your energy felt safe, and suddenly they realized you were never just someone. You became the person their soul kept returning to, even when they tried to resist it. Even when distance grew, even when silence stretched between you, your connection remained alive. That terrified them, because deep connections are impossible to fake and impossible to erase. So, last night, they stopped pretending. They admitted they still care deeply, and once that truth escaped, they could not push it back inside. My beloved child, this is why your energy has felt different lately. You are standing before a turning point. Something huge is waiting for you. But you must stay till the end of this journey, because what happens next may shock you even more. There is still one secret they have not revealed, one final realization that completely changed their heart. And when you hear it, everything will make sense. The silence is about to break. And what happened after last night was something neither of you expected. Do not skip this part. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. When the morning arrived, they tried to act normal. They told themselves it was just emotions. It will pass. I can ignore this. But the feeling did not disappear. It became stronger. Every hour, your memory returned again and again. And then they did something shocking, something they never thought they would do. They went back and reread old conversations with you. Every message, every small moment, every memory. Not because they were bored, because their heart was searching for you. My beloved child, this is where everything changed. While reading those old moments, they suddenly realized something terrifying. You were the only person who ever made them feel truly understood, not judged, not pressured, not forced to pretend, understood. And that realization shook them deeply, because people can hide feelings from others, but they cannot hide from what their soul recognizes. Don't skip, because what happened next is even bigger. Last night opened a door inside them that cannot be closed again. The emotions they buried for so long are now rising faster than ever, and for the first time, they are beginning to fear losing you forever. That fear became real, painfully real, because they started imagining life without your presence. No conversations, no connection, no chance to fix what became distant. And suddenly, their heart panicked. They realized they waited too long. They realized silence created a space between you both that was never supposed to exist. And now they are standing there wondering if you still feel connected to them too. My beloved child, you may not know this yet, but your energy has been reaching them even in silence. That unexplained pull they feel, it leads back to you. That emotional restlessness, it points toward you. That strange feeling they cannot escape, it is connected to you. And the biggest revelation of all, they finally stopped lying to themselves. Stay till the end, because this next revelation is once in a lifetime. Last night, they admitted something nobody else knows. Not their friends, not their family, nobody. They admitted that every time they tried to move forward, something inside them kept bringing them back to you. Every single time. Even when they tried to distract themselves. Even when they acted cold. Even when they convinced themselves it was over. Your connection remained alive inside them. And now they understand why. Because some connections are not temporary. Some people enter your life and leave a mark too deep to erase. You became that person for them. The unforgettable one. The one their heart compares everyone else to. The one whose absence changed them. And last night, they finally accepted it. Do not skip now, because something huge is waiting for you. After realizing all this, they sat there in complete silence. No distractions, no noise, only truth. And in that moment, they almost reached out to you. Yes, they came incredibly close, closer than ever before. Their hand hovered over the phone. Their thoughts raced. Their heart pushed them toward you. But fear stopped them at the last second. Fear of rejection. Fear that you may have already moved on. Fear that they damaged the connection too much. Yet even after stopping themselves, they could not stop thinking about you. Because once truth awakens inside someone, it becomes impossible to ignore. My beloved child, this story is not ending. It is building toward something far bigger. You are closer to a breakthrough than you realize. The emotional wall between you is weakening, and very soon, something unexpected may happen that changes everything between you both. But there is still one final hidden truth, one truth they have not fully admitted yet. And when that truth finally comes out, nothing will ever feel the same again. Stay till the end of this journey, because the next part will reveal the moment they finally understand what you truly mean to them. There is something they still cannot explain. No matter how hard they try to move forward, their heart keeps returning to you. Do not skip this part. Stay till the end because something huge is waiting for you. Last night was only the beginning. What happened after that confession became even more emotional than anyone expected. They started noticing signs everywhere. Songs suddenly reminded them of you. Random moments brought back your energy. Even silence started feeling connected to you. And then the realization finally hit them completely. You were never just a phase. You became part of their emotional world. A permanent presence, my beloved child. This truth frightened them more than anything else because they realized something shocking. No matter how much time passes, their feelings for you never truly disappeared. They only hid them deep inside, behind distractions, behind pride, behind silence. But last night opened the door they worked so hard to keep closed. And now everything is pouring out. Don't skip, because the next revelation changes the entire story. For the first time, they started questioning every decision that created distance between you both. Every delayed message, every cold moment, every time they acted like they did not care. And suddenly regret entered their heart, strong regret, because they finally understood that you were giving them something rare, real connection, not temporary attention, not shallow emotions, something deeper, something unforgettable. And now they fear they may have realized it too late. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Last night, they could not sleep peacefully. Your energy stayed in their mind non-stop. The memories became louder. The emotions became impossible to silence. And then they whispered something that shocked even them. I still want them in my life. Snorts. Those words changed everything. Because once someone admits that truth, their heart begins moving differently. Now, they are noticing your absence everywhere. The empty spaces, the missing conversations, the emotional distance, and it hurts them more than they expected. My beloved child, they are finally understanding your value. Not surface value, soul value. The kind of presence that changes someone emotionally forever. And now they are beginning to understand why nobody else ever felt the same. Because nobody else was you. Don't skip now. Because this next moment is powerful. Last night, while sitting alone with their thoughts, they imagined what would happen if they lost you completely, not temporarily, forever. And the moment that thought became real inside their mind, their heart broke open even more. Because they realized there are still things left unsaid between you both, feelings left unfinished, emotions left waiting, and suddenly they no longer wanted silence. They wanted clarity. They wanted honesty. They wanted another chance to express what they buried for so long. My beloved child, something is changing behind the scenes. You may not see it yet, but emotionally, they are moving closer toward the truth every single day. And the most shocking part, they are beginning to feel that you were always meant to cross their path for a reason. Not coincidence, not accident, purpose. That realization is becoming impossible for them to ignore. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Right now, they are fighting an emotional battle inside themselves. One side tells them to stay silent. The other side keeps pulling them toward you. and the pull toward you is becoming stronger, much stronger, because love hidden too long eventually demands to be expressed. And last night, their heart finally started losing the fight against the truth. But there is still one final barrier left, one final fear. The fear of what happens if they finally open up completely. Because once they speak honestly, nothing between you both will ever remain the same again. And in the next part, you will discover the final emotional truth they can no longer hide from you. The moment they feared the most is finally arriving. Do not skip this part. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Everything changed after last night. Their heart is no longer able to stay silent the way it once did. The emotions became too real, too strong, too impossible to ignore. And now they are standing face to face with the truth they spent so long avoiding. My beloved child, the final barrier inside them is beginning to fall. That barrier was fear. Fear of vulnerability, fear of rejection, fear of opening their heart completely. But something inside them is changing rapidly now, because the more they try to stay away emotionally, the more their soul moves toward you. And last night, they finally admitted the one thing they never wanted anyone to know. They are emotionally attached to you far more deeply than they ever planned. That realization shook them completely. Because they once believed they could control their feelings, but now their heart has become louder than their mind. Don't skip, because this next revelation is once in a lifetime. Last night, they imagined a future where they finally tell you everything. No hiding, no confusion, no silence, just truth. And the strange part, for the first time, that idea no longer scared them. It gave them peace, because they are exhausted from pretending they do not care. Exhausted from carrying they never expressed. Exhausted from acting distant while secretly thinking about you constantly. My beloved child, they are reaching a breaking point emotionally. A moment where silence no longer feels safe. And once someone reaches that point, their heart begins searching for courage. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason your connection has felt so intense lately. Because emotionally, both of your energies are pulling closer again. Even if no words were spoken, even if distance still exists, the emotional bond remained alive underneath everything. And now, they finally understand that running from this connection never truly worked. Because no matter where they went emotionally, their heart returned to you. Again and again and again. That is not ordinary, that is rare. And last night, they stopped denying it. Do not skip now, because the next moment changes everything. They started asking themselves difficult questions. What if I lose them forever? What if I never tell them how I feel? What if silence destroys something beautiful? Those questions stayed in their mind all night long. And slowly, their fear of losing you became greater than their fear of opening up. That is the turning point. The exact turning point. Because when someone reaches that emotional stage, their next move becomes impossible to predict. My beloved child, something powerful is approaching. A conversation, a message, a sudden moment of honesty, something that has been delayed for far too long. And deep down, you already feel it coming. That unexplained emotional pull lately, that heavy feeling in your chest, that sense that something big is about to happen. It is not random. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. Last night was not just emotional, it was transformational. Their heart changed. Their perspective changed. And now they are beginning to realize that what they feel for you is not temporary emotion. It is something deeper, something that followed them through silence, distance, confusion, and time. And the biggest revelation of all, they are no longer trying to escape those feelings. For the first time, they are thinking about embracing them fully. My beloved child, this journey is reaching its final emotional chapter. The silence is weakening. The truth is rising. And very soon, the feelings they kept hidden may finally reach you in the real world. Because last night, your person finally opened up about their feelings. And now, nothing inside them will ever be the same again.